is Benjamin Okeze Kalu, representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency. I am from Abia State. Arise.
From the hallowed chambers, his voice resonates crystal clear.
You say you shared money recently, and I represent the constituency, and there are 360 of us, and all of them are saying we are not feeling the impact.
He's the unmistaken voice of Undi Bende and the image maker of the House of Representatives.
Swept away houses and roads in communities like Mpa, Umimenyi, Ozita, and Bende. Mr. Speaker,
he's a committed, courageous, articulate, and deeply impassioned lawmaker with the plight of his constituents.
Joining me now on the political segment is Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who's the spokesman of the House of Representatives.
Ben Kalu's mandate gives you first-hand information on the activities of the member representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, as well as his position on national issues. Ben Kalu's mandate airs on Flow 94.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, and Real 99.1 FM every Tuesday by 10:30 a.m. Ben Kalu's mandate, gains of quality representation.
Assurance they are going to finish fast.
Sir, we are going to finish fast.
Huh? On the day of the project handover, we promised that we are going to finish fast.
In fact, while we are talking,
how do you rate your speed?
Sir, we cannot rate our speed.
No, are you going to rate it
with the brain? All this thing we are doing is for the brain. All this iron is for the brain.
So when are you going to start molding the pillars and other things you do?
How are you impressed with what you see?
My brother, I'm impressed. The contractor, they know what they came to do. And there is one thing that has made me happy. He said that the community received them well, and that the youths are behaving well. The community, they are supporting them. And I've asked relevant questions with regards to my own knowledge of road construction. And he has been able to address some of those issues. And we had a meeting in Abuja before, I think it was last week. And most of the things we discussed, I'm seeing him do them. One of them is make sure you integrate my brothers who are here. You know, if it is sand, if it is chippings, if it is, iron work, whatever it is, let them have that sense of belonging in what is happening. And I interviewed some of the boys doing the iron bending, and all of them confirmed they are from here. I interviewed the security men who are guiding him. They are from here. Most of the people working with him, they are from here. I've also told him that it is good to give first right of refusal to those people who supported Mr. President, who brought this job here. We must show gratitude so that next time they will support good governance. So what I've seen here is good. It is looking good. Machines are arriving. Construction equipment are coming in. The materials are arriving. And they are doing the necessary tests. Like I asked them if they are testing the quality of the materials being used. And he assured me most of them have been tested. I'll ask for the report to make sure that what is going to be used for this construction will give it a long lifespan. Very important to us. We don't want a bridge that will come in today and by tomorrow it's no longer there. I'm happy they placed the bridge, the 0 point of the bridge, where it's taking off from and where it's landing. And they are planning to rechannel water and not the rest of them. Clean up the path. What they have in mind for this bridge is awesome. And I'm very, very happy that though the rain has delayed them a little bit, I am sure that with time, as the rain is going down, the construction will pick up speed. So I'm happy.
Contractors, do you have any hindrances? What do you have to tell the community?
So far, what
they're expectant. You know they're expectant.
What we need to tell the community is just to be patient with us. The rain is still falling now. The major work we want to do is the bridge. And since the rain is falling now, we study the nature of the rain. By middle of next month, we kick starting. But what we can do now is what we are doing. The iron work is in process. We'll make sure before the end of next week, all the what we want to use for the iron work is.
Yes, we started with the activities of the representative of Bende Federal Constituency in the past week. Of course, touring, inspecting some of the projects he attracted to the constituency. To be very precise, the Mpa ecological site. We will talk about that much more on the program as We continue the discussion on the conversation, the first edition of the program for the new month, the month of November. This is Ben Kalu's mandate, bridging the gap between the parliament and the people. Of course, the program is on Flow 94.9 FM, both on the terrestrial and online platforms, and also on Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Umuahia Rail 99.1 FM, Aba Family Love 99.9 FM, Umuahia, ABN Online Radio and TV. The young and vibrant politician who currently is the member of the House of Representatives representing Bende Federal Constituency at the House, of course, occupying the seat of the Chairman, House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, and also doubling as the spokesperson of the House. Representative Benjamin Okezie Kalu is joining us virtually today on the program. Representative, happy new month to you. Thank you very much for joining us on Ben Kalu's mandate.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, happy new month to you. Thank you very much for joining us on Ben Kalu's mandate.
Thank you very much, Michael, for having me again today. And Abians, thank you for tuning in. It's always a delight to be here to engage with the people who sent us to Abuja. This is my way of bringing Abuja closer home. And I really appreciate this platform and all those who find time to tune in. Happy New Month to all of you. I pray that God will establish your dreams this month. I pray that what is remaining for you to achieve this year will still be achieved this month and next month.
Amen.
Thank you and God bless you.
Amen. Thank you. Let's begin with that audio clip we started with, you visiting some of the projects you attracted. What did you notice and what do we expect in the coming days, especially from other projects also that you visited?
Yeah, as you know, when we started, it called our project radio project or paper project. But you know, the naysayers that I describe as the Tobias and the Sambalats, who will always come to weaken the hands of the builder. Nehemiah, we wanted to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. The Bible says there were Tobias and Sambalats who come with their sayings, trying to weaken. But he ignored them. With one hand, he held the trolley. With another hand, he held the sword to ensure that the wall was rebuilt. We are about rebuilding Bende. His Excellency, the distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, Dr. Kalu, is doing a lot of job in Bende. Myself, we're also queuing in to make sure we change the narrative. But you always have people who will come and say one thing or the other, in the bid to, do politics. So I had to rush to the site when I received a call that nothing had started there, nothing was happening there. I was surprised. So I have to. One of the reasons I flew back from Abuja was to go see things for myself, because I have nothing to do with the contractor, so I can afford to shout at him if the work is not done or handled early enough. So based on that, I came in to assess by myself, because as you know, many people will give out a job or influence a project, and then they sit down here in Abuja not knowing what is going on. And the effect is that at the end of the day, you have something that does not represent a solution to the needs of your people. I am not that a big man or of a high-ranking politician that I will have a work that is going on in my federal constituency, and once in a while I will not be able to go there to see what is happening. So that was why I went. So I had to ask relevant questions, and I got relevant answers. I am, like as the clip said, I am very happy, that work has commenced. I saw with my eyes, I saw the amount of drainage they have done so far while waiting for the rain. I saw their plan, I saw the preparation that is going on. I saw the machine they've moved aside. We're also pushing them to do more so that we can get it moving. I also wanted to see the cooperation of the community and the contractor, because one of the reasons behind the project is if you stop the free flow of work there, the presidency might move into another location. So we don't want that to happen. So Based on that, I asked relevant questions whether the community was carried along, and they assured me. The community told me they were happy with what was going on. The contractor told me there was no problem with the community. The engineer on site mentioned there was no problem working with the community, and that was what we needed. So I came back satisfied. I'll be back there, within this new month, in a couple of weeks, to see how far they have gone from the last visit and now the milestone they have achieved. So let's be hopeful. The rain is not stopping early. That is what is delaying. I hope that the rain will go soon, so that they will move on with the kind of force and speed that is expected of the job.
Fantastic, thank you. Since we've started at the home front, I think we should begin. We should also talk about the visits, your visits to your alma mater in Bende. Some nostalgic moments you had, especially while teaching them there. One will be asking what stirred up that passion for education in you.
Not too long ago, an opponent sponsored one of his cronies to go to court to say I didn't go to primary school and I didn't go to secondary school. So I'm currently working on provided some things for my primary school. Very soon we'll start building some structures there to have a remarkable impact. That was my alma mater. The same thing for the secondary school. The secondary school I started was then the secondary grammar school. I did my first year and second year there before going to Wilcox Memorial Comprehensive Secondary School, Aba. So while at home, I received a lot of complaints that children were not going to school as expected, and the school was not as populated as it's supposed to be. So I went to see things for myself. Meanwhile, I had attracted a federal government project for that school that has to do with IT center, ICT center. So I want to see how far they have gone with the renovation that will allow the installation of the machines to be in place, and also look at the quality of work done on the classrooms and see whether the children need a seat or lockers, and motivate the teachers, see their number. So when I got there, the ones I saw, I decided to teach them. In fact, I lectured in all the classes because every one of them wanted me to teach them one thing or the other. To some people, I taught science because I was also, though a lawyer, I was also a science student. To some people, I taught English, and to some people, I taught Igbo. And also because I have MBA, I was also happy to teach them commerce, marketing. And it was interesting. It was an interesting moment, and I tried to also motivate the parents by ensuring that those I saw in school that day had their school fees written off by my foundation.
Wow.
And I'm sure they have taken care of that. And I also motivated that most children should come to school, that if there's anything we can do to sustain them in school, so we'll do that. So it was a refreshing moment that afforded me an opportunity to see the need to do the road linking to the school, because the Open University that I'm fighting for to be used in that big property insisted that the road must be fixed. So we, as we speak, we have machines there working on that road to get it sorted out. So it was a good moment. The next is to fence the school. I'm also approaching federal government to see how they can help us to do
This is the first time you'll be talking about the Open University you're trying to attract to that area of the state. Maybe you should be more elaborate about it for the benefit of the listener.
We need to increase the accessibility to education, not only the primary education and secondary education, also tertiary education. You see, there are so many of our people who cannot afford to go so far for the purposes of acquiring a degree or so. And through the innovation of previous government, we have what is called the Open University, and it makes university studies education accessible to the people. So based on that, we will approach the various agencies to come and look at the facilities we have in Bende, to see the one that has the capacity to be converted to open university. And luckily enough, that place was chosen, but they gave their preconditions. So we're trying to meet those conditions to ensure that we have education, because you see, that is very fundamental to our development. If we have good education for our people around our places, it will energize us the more. It will empower the people the more beyond everything.
So it's a work in progress. So just before we move to just before we move to national issues and your activities at the House of Representatives, ITEM honored you during their Iriji as their Enyuku ITEM. And when we'll be asking how you managed to attend all these programs, it's been a very eventful week for you in Abia, and now you're back in Abuja. What was your take back from the program?
Yeah, you see, this position is not meant for you. This position is meant for the people who voted for you, and they voted massively. In fact, it was the highest, got the highest vote from the followed by Iberi. And I can assure you that, yes, I am Enyuku. Enyuku means a big friend of ITEM. Committed friend of ITEM, dear friend of ITEM. And yes, I am. If you recall, I was in ITEM a few days ago to commiserate with a prominent son of ITEM, Chief Emmanuel Akwareokpabi, who lost a relative. And from there, I went to Iberi also to see Dr. Ekawa, who lost a wife. And from there, I came down to attend a wedding of a constituent, a constituent of mine in Abuja. And then from that wedding, the following day, I went for the Iriji. My week, they're always packed full. You see, if they elected you and they don't see you, how can you represent them if you don't feel them? If you don't spend time with them, how will you understand their problem? When they elected you, you become their pride, become their symbol of glory, symbol of power, symbol of leadership. And if they made you this symbol and they are focused and you are never accessible to them, then you defeat the essence of the elected. They didn't elect me to just come and speak English in Abuja and be ruled by Nigerian. They elected me to be close to them, and so that they can also be proud that I'm in their circle, in their midst, that the position did not remove me from my relationship with them. So, and that is how I want to demystify this office. It's an office that is meant for the people and should be for the people. I will always be found around the people, and it doesn't matter the class, whether it is up. Last time I was with students who could not pay their fees. I saw those who were going home from school because they were chased away from school without school fees. I took them and walked back to school with them. So today it might be those who don't have money, tomorrow it might be the upper class. It doesn't matter. We have all classes of people from Bende, and it is my intention to always be close to my people. So this is my way of saying I am here for you. I will always be there, whether it is Thanksgiving, wedding, traditional, this or that. The one I can afford to attend, I will always push to be there for my people.
All right.
It's very important.
Thank you very much. And if you just joined us, it is the weekly engagement of Representative Benjamin Kalu with the good people of Abia State, especially Bende Federal Constituency. We call it Ben Kalu's Mandate. This is the first edition in the month of November. And of course, we've been speaking with the young and vibrant politician, of course, an astute lawyer and businessman par excellence, joining us virtually on Ben Kalu's Mandate, Representative Benjamin Kalu. Now let's look at your activities at the National Assembly. Last month, you revealed to us on this program the training you organized for members of my constituency, talking about the fourth estate of the realm, that training in partnership with a development organization for press corps. Yesterday, the training for members of the committee commenced. What do you hope to achieve with this, especially in the legislative performance of the House?
In expressing the spirit of excellence in everything you do, you must be diligent. The Bible says that, "Seest thou a diligent man, he shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men." If you are given a duty, the Bible also says that it is expected in stewardship that a man be found faithful. This duty beholds you to make it better than you found it. Whatever I'm given to do, like the gift that was given by the king that was going to take up the authority in another country. To some he gave 5, some 10, some 2. It is not supposed to be returned back to those who have given me this gift the way I met it. This position was given to me, and I needed to improve on it. And that is why we are bringing creative innovations to make sure that we leave a mark, that whenever people talk about this position, they say, when Benjamin Kalu was there, when the federal constituency handled that position, 1, 2, 3, 4 issues we achieved. These innovations were in place. We are creating this innovation, the magazine that you all are aware of, that we created, the first of its kind in the National Assembly for the House of Rep. And we have sustained it for a couple of editions, and it's still ongoing. That is one. We have also innovated a whole lot of other things. But this capacity building is important because you never get tired of learning. You might think you know this without knowing that you don't know much on what you thought you knew. So there's always a gap to be filled, and it is only knowledge that will fill those gaps. Democracy, they say, is something new to all of us, and we have to keep learning, about it and how to use the instruments of the legislative arm to meet up the expectations of democracy. The media of the House does not only service the House, it services the country. It services the country. I say so because the legislature is the fulcrum of our democracy. It is through this platform that I criticize the workings of the executive that is beyond the limit of their mandate. And it is also from this platform that I highlight the strength of our administration, either in the executive or the House of Representatives. We need to build skills on how to bridge this gap. We need to build skills on how to bridge the gap between the public and the parliament. And if I know it alone, and my members of the committee doesn't know it, it does not give the kind of result that we expect. So knowledge shared makes the work easy. So this is a forum for us to build ourselves the more, to get to know more, and then accept new approaches to problem resolutions in our work. I have done that for the press corps, and if you do that for the press corps and you don't do it for yourself, you will not be able to monitor the press corps and guide the press corps who is under the committee. And you will not be able to oversight the committees of the House in the way they handle media issues, because by virtue of our office, we are almost in all the committees of the House. So the need for this capacity building cannot be overemphasized. So that is why the German organization that I approached accepted that we should do it this month, even though we did one of the press corps last month. So it's like double training from the same development agency, and we really appreciate their work, as well as Nigerian Institute of Legislative Studies, who also partnered with us. And the speaker was there himself. He didn't send a representative. That's to show the relationship I share with him. He described me as his brother, described me as his friend, and he also took some time to highlight what I have done so far.
Just a moment, Representative, maybe I should just bring up what the speaker said about your committee, the one you chair, House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, and the nice words that he said to you.
I want to particularly commend the committee. But let me use the chairman as a point of contact. He is a chairman who continues to think outside the box and who has taken this committee to a towering height like never before in the National Assembly. His capacity, his ability, his competence, his passion, and that of the committee, the rest of the committee, remains unparalleled in the history of the Media Committee of the House of Representatives. I am glad, therefore, to declare this workshop open.
Okay, I'm sure those nice words will mean so much to you coming from the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Of course, they do. When your boss appreciates you, there are some bosses that no matter what you do, they will not see you as being well. They will not find time to appreciate and encourage you. And Mr. Speaker is not, free with words of commendation. I don't think he has so many committee leaders that he has used this kind of lines on. It is not blowing our trumpet, but our work shows that we are committed to what we are doing. We are diligent about it, and we are interested in result-oriented leadership. It's not just for Ben, the federal constituency; it's for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the Speaker has addressed what he feels about this particular position and how I've handled it. And like I said, the spirit of excellence means whatever you are given, make it bigger than you found it. Make it better, don't make it less. And the Speaker has said that what we have done is unparalleled when you compare anything done by the committee from the inception of the National Assembly. That is the kind of message, that's the kind of assessment that will give Ben the people, great joy that their son, their representative, is being applauded by the number 4 citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it's not only him, even the the president of the Senate, has in various occasions also acknowledged that the Bende representative is serving not only the House of Representatives, but the entire National Assembly and Nigeria in general. We know the work we are doing. We are the balancing act. We are the actors. We are the unifiers. We try to make sure that this government commands loyalty and there is cohesion in the country, because this office is very sensitive. There are things that will spill up and the nation will go into flame. And that is why we need somebody who is disciplined and diligent to handle this office. I am happy, really happy that the Speaker came here in person and also put in those kind words.
All right. We need to take a break now. When we return, we'll talk about some national issues away from the House. We'll talk about some issues from the National Assembly and also some other issues away from the National Assembly. It is still Ben Kalu's mandate, the weekly engagement of Representative Benjamin Okezie Kalu with the good people of Abia State, especially his constituency. They're talking about Ben, the federal constituency. We take a break now. When we return, the conversation continues.
Benjamin Okezie Kalu, representing the good people of Ben, the federal constituency. I am from Abia State. Arise.
From the hallowed chambers, his voice resonates crystal clear.
You say you shared money recently, and I represent a constituency, and there are 360 of us, and all of them are saying we are not feeling the impact.
He's the unmistaken voice of Undi Benda and the image maker of the House of Representatives.
Swept away houses and roads in communities like Mpa, Umimenyi, Ozita, and Bende. Mr. Speaker,
he's a committed, courageous, articulate, and deeply impassioned lawmaker with the plight of his constituents.
Joining me now on the political segment is Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who's the spokesman of the House of Representatives.
Ben Kalu's mandate gives you first-hand information on the activities of the member representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, as well as his position on national issues. Ben Kalu's mandate airs on Flow 94.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, and Real 99.1 FM every Tuesday by 10:30 a.m. Ben Kalu's mandate. Gains of quality representation. All right, thank you very much for staying tuned. Still Ben Kalu's mandate, of course, the first edition in the month of November 2021. Thank you very much for staying tuned. It's a program that runs on several radio stations in the state, from Flow 94.9 FM, both on the terrestrial and online platforms. Also on Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Umahia Rail 99.1 FM, Abba Family Love 99.9 FM, Umahia, and ABN Online Radio and TV. Of course, Representative Benjamin Okezie Kalu is bridging the gap between the parliament and the people every week on this program. Of course, he speaks to you. Very soon, we will be throwing the lines open so that you talk directly to your lawmaker. But before then, let's look at some other issues at this hour on this program. The budget debate is still very much on in the House of Representatives. Maybe you should bring us up to speed on that, up to date on what people should know and what we should expect.
Yeah, like I said last time, that we are following our budget calendar, and so that we can meet up with the returning the budget calendar from January to December, which we have sustained. We don't want to miss it this time, and every committee, as we speak, is busy taking presentation from various NDAs because of the retreat. Been absent for yesterday and today, and I'll be joining them, the rest of my members, by tomorrow. So far, so good. Some have been turned back, like we said, but some people who are not well prepared will be turned back. The Basic Education Committee yesterday turned back about 2 or 3 agencies who were not really prepared to appear before the House Committee on Basic Education. So it's a call to all the MDAs to make sure they are well prepared before coming, because the people that they will find in these various committees currently are highly educated, highly exposed people who are there to, pick up holes if there are any in their presentation. So it is ongoing, and we're serious about it. The timetable I mentioned last time is still what it is. We have not changed the timetable. So Nigerians should expect that we will deliver the budget in the month of December, which is next month, as promised. We're not going to shift from it. It's going to be as promised to Nigerians.
Okay, we should also use this opportunity and talk about the constitutional review. I believe it is ongoing, but we're not hearing much about it in the media. What is going on? Nigerians so much believe in this National Assembly to also conclude the process of this constitutional review.
Yeah, the constitutional review is ongoing. To review a constitution is like to make a law, and the 9 years of lawmaking is being employed to ensure that we don't miss any gap. We've updated Nigerians previously on how far we have gone. Stakeholders engagement, public hearings, and the report has been, collected as we speak, and when it is done, we will have it presented to the House, and the Southeast will have 5 states. It is affecting our development.
Okay.
When you distribute the dividends of democracy,
just a moment,
5,
Representative.
and others will get 6.
If you can take your comment on the states again, we had issues with the network. If you can take that again, so that we can get your point on that.
I am saying that we are being shortchanged in the Southeast. We are shortchanged sense that the geopolitical zones of the country, which has 6 states in each of the 6 geopolitical zones, only in Southeast. It is only in Southeast that we have 5 states. And people are not addressing the issue. Benjamin Kalu is addressing the issue now. As a member of Parliament, if I don't address it now, I wonder when I'm going to address it. My call to the Constitutional Review Committee is that they consider, because it is from the constitutional review process that a state will be created, they should consider the possibility of increasing the number of states in the Southeast from 5 to 6. I say so because when the dividends of democracy is being distributed, why should some regions get more than the it's one of the things in some of these agitations. Talk about equity, it should be seen to be equitable. If you talk about justice, it should be seen in all its ramifications. The balancing must be done. It is time to balance the equation. And I believe that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will give that to the Southeast as a gift. It's my way of raising a call through this program that Southeast cannot remain as 5 states. Southeast is big enough to be 6 states like other regions of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that when we go for a federal allocation, or that share of dividends of democracy, we will not have less while others are having more. So it's something that I am raising as a member of parliament, and I have every right to raise my voice on this. Because if I don't raise it now that I'm a parliamentarian, when will I be raising it? And this is a decision that is taken that is taken at the federal level, and I'm at the federal level as we speak. So I'm calling on all the people in the South holding one office or the other, irrespective of political party, to rise up and ask for 6 states in the Southeast. We should ask for 6 states so that the equation will be balanced. You will not be representing your people well if you cannot stand up and say, we need 1 extra state. Let us join our voices to this. It's not about carrying placard. It's not about, there is a legislative way of pushing this agenda. There's a way of lobbying for this. It is the right thing to do. And leaving the right thing undone when it ought to be done, or postponing the doing of a right thing, is in itself an injustice. It must be done and done at the right time. Because equity talks about balance. There is no balance. And if you want to command the loyalty of the Southeasterners, this is one of the formulas that will help to command it. If you want to command the cohesion that we all ask for, that will inspire patriotism from all nooks and crannies of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Southeasterners need 1 more state. Thank you. And like I said,
yes,
on the budget started on the 7th. We want to end the budget on the 14th of December. That is when we want to lay the presentation of report on the budget. It is in line with the timetable I explained to you last time. If you want me to repeat it again, I can go through the budget approve timetable with the audience. If not so, we started on the 7th with the petition from Mr. President, and Commander-in-Chief will end on the 14th of December.
All right. Apart from the fact that you're a lawmaker from Abia State, you're very passionate with issues that has to border on Southeast geopolitical zone, because you are from this zone. And one will be asking, what are your thoughts on the Anambra election? This weekend, Anambra State will be heading to polls to elect the #1 citizen of the state. Looking at the palpable fear, the anxiety, the security situation, we'd like to have your thoughts on the Anambra election.
I said it before, the last time I visited your station, on my way out, I was ambushed by the pressmen. And I said it, that we from the Southeast should not position ourselves to be slaughtered like dogs. We do not give room for our blood to spill on the streets of our region. Anambra is like a trap. Please, I beg my brothers, don't inspire insecurity so that the lives will not be lost. Don't encourage insecurity. If you do, a lot of lives will be lost. Let the election go. It's a democratic process. It should be allowed to take place. And I am also speaking to the federal government that it is not war, it is election. The amount of security agencies in the region is frightening. I remember when there was an election in 2011. I was running for an office and we had armored tanks sent to Bende, close to my house, one to the local government, one parading all around the communities. You knew what that did to democracy. The old women and men who were there when the civil war was fought, they were reminded of the sight and sound of civil war, and they ran away into the various holes. They ran away into the caves, and they were not out there to cast their votes. Is that healthy for democracy? The answer is no. If truly the definition of democracy, the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, if you use the presence of military and the police and scare people, who then will cast the vote? But on the other way, to stand and want to fight the Federal Republic of Nigeria in one state when only one election is taking place, in the name of whatever organization, it is not wise. It's not wise because all the forces, all the strength of the nation is in Anambra State for this election. How much strength do you have to fight this? The Bible states, it is only a foolish man who wants to go on a war or go to a war who will not sit down and calculate whether what he has is enough to meet the opponent. The whole nation security apparatus is coming to Anambra State, and you are positioning yourself to be slaughtered because you cannot match the force. Therefore, I'm appealing to my brothers, please, in the name of God, do not make yourself available to be slaughtered. We need you for the development of our region. We need you to stand and carry on with your agitation. We don't want you dead. Please, respect the laws of the land. Stay at home and allow the election take place. If you are so much against election, that is a way of showing your interest. Register a party. Call it Sunrise Party. Call it Sunrise Political Party. Get all the members of your organization to join, and then chase out anybody you want to chase out through the process of law, and get the states that you want to get under the Sunrise Party. It could be a regional party. That to me is better than positioning yourself to be killed. For me, our population is low due to the civil war. I don't want more people dead in the region. So let's be wise. Wiser than the serpent, or wise as the serpent.
All right, we've been speaking with Representative Benjamin Okezie Kalu on the first edition of Ben Kalu's Mandate in the month of November. Of course, it is on several radio stations in the state, Abia State. Flow 94.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, Rail 99.1 FM, Aba Family Love 99.9 FM, Umahia, and ABN Online Radio and TV. It is time to have your thoughts, of course, on some of those issues discussed today. And it is time to talk to your lawmaker. He's listening and, of course, is ready to answer your questions, your opinions, and, of course, your contributions right here on Ben Kalu's Mandate. 0808 182 6949 or 0811 605 2949. You can also drop messages on 0906 510 8289. It is Ben Kalu's Mandate. You can also head on to Flow FM's Facebook page, where the program is being streamed live. The visual version of the program is being streamed, and also drop your comments. All right, keep those calls coming. On the SMS line, let's begin with this. Godwin Undukwe, aka Across the Border from Bende, says, "Good day, General Leader. They said, believe and see. I have seen and believe from my doorstep in Bende Ward, the Bende Ovu Undio Kuruku road construction. We pray for God protection." Godwin Undukwe. All right, that's coming from Bende. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good morning, Michael.
You're welcome. Good morning to you.
I'm listening to the program. I'm calling from Isialanga North.
All right, what's your question?
Yeah, regarding Anambra State election, we know that there are agitations about some of the IPOs. But does that make Anambra State to be militarized? Because we're in a democratic setup. I think then there should be a dialogue. What they're saying is that they are marginalized, and their leader, whatever they call him, is being held for charges that are not tenable. Therefore, what they should do is to go into dialogue, not bringing up to 34,000 policemen, maybe 8,000 soldiers, and the whole Anambra is filled up with military personnel. We are in a democratic setup. This is why many people are now speaking against retired military officers coming into politics, because this is not obtainable.
All right, quickly wrap up your thoughts so that.
Advise them, please.
All right, what's your name, please?
I said my name is Gaius.
All right, thank you from Mr. Langwa. We do appreciate you. Keep those calls coming. 0808 182 6949 0811 605 2949. Representative Benjamin Okezie Kalu, the lawmaker representing Bende Federal Constituency, is very much here to answer your questions. Now, this one says, Honorable, we are truly proud of your type of person and representation. Keep it up, for we are fully behind you. Honorable, sometimes ago you promised us of going to Governor Ipazu over the sufferings of Abia retirees. What was the outcome of the visit? I assure you, nothing. Even the half pension the governor has placed us has not been paid since May and this November. And this is November. Next is the almighty December. Please, Honorable, intervene. Papa Sam from Umar here. All right. Hello. Welcome to Ben Kalu's mandate.
Good day.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes.
I am so much delighted on what our rep is doing. He's a very good gentleman. Nobody doesn't know him. He's a God-fearing person. Well, all what he has been saying on radio is fast. But the one we are still begging him is that let there be dialogue between the IPOB and the politicians within the zone and the federal government. Let there be peace. And again, our boys, if they are talking to them, whatever the elders conclude with them, they should also listen and do like other zones so that things can be normal. If we will achieve a lot, that's one thing. Even on privacy, I would like to beg Ben, he should allow us who let him go to the federal constituency to be handling some of our projects, not using our contract like his house. We give it to Togo people to be doing. I manufacture paint. I will be looking for work to do. The other day they do the distance along opposite turning. His outsiders that were busy painting it. There is all also in the opposite his house. And outsiders, Togo people are the one handling it. Then how will we eat it? Will we be begging him? Or what else? So I'm begging him to do this media. Let him call me. He know me. And you know this, no. I'm a manufacturer. I manufacture paint.
All right.
In mortgaging us.
All right.
So we can be able to empower us. We can be able to fight better during the election. Thank you.
Definitely. He's going to respond to that. One of the reasons we have this program. Now keep those calls coming. Kanu Zomba from Isekwato says, Honorable Ben, please, what efforts have you or have members of the National Assembly from Southeast region made in collaboration with Ohaneze Ndigo and IPOB members to restore peace and harmony in the region? That's coming from Kanu Zomba from Isekwato. Right, let's take this. Glad to have you join us.
Hello.
You're welcome.
I can go. Okay.
All right. I hope he got that. That was not that clear here. Anyways,
I didn't
get it. I thought as much. Hopefully he will call back. 0808 182 6949. 0811 605 2949. This one says, irrespective of political divide, let us join Ben and others to develop Southeast, allow people to vote. Ambassador Caleb from Umahia. All right, thank you, Ambassador. Yes, glad to have you join us.
Good morning, Mike.
You're welcome.
I remember Mr. Prince Ulusuaku. Good morning, Honorable Sir. Can you hear me? Hello, good morning, Honorable Ben.
Morning.
All right.
Good morning, sir.
Prince Ulusuaku. Yeah, thank you, my brother. I remember Mr. Prince Ulusuaku from here in Omonachobo. Honorable, please, I'm thanking you. My thanks goes to you on what you people with other lawmakers in Niger State did in this Umudike Road. I'm very grateful on that approval of the National Assembly. May God bless you, my brother. Then equally, my question is this, sir. You've been talking about the issue of creating more states in the Southeast, which is a very good idea, and the wish of the people of the Southern is southern part of the nation. But the problem is this: can we create a state without a generality of overviewing, overhauling the Constitution, so as to allow equity to reign? Then finally, on the issue of the insecurity in the Southeast, I'm giving you 100% support. Let us not be giving our people poison in order to make sure that they not suffer. Rather, the people here are people that are suffering, like the seat at home that they're making now. It's not beneficial to the southern part of the nation. Rather, it dwindles our economy.
All right, Mr.
What
Principal.
you said about the security, that we can never fight people that have all it takes. It is a very good idea. So let us learn a lesson from what you have said. That's my thing. May God bless my brother.
All right, thank you for your take. Honorable will respond to your questions now and your contributions.
Yeah, thank you. I think the first one was Across Godwin.
Yes.
It's actually a brother of mine, but of the PDP. And he's acknowledging that a road has passed through his community to Ndokoruk. We recall that somebody was always calling and asking for a road to go through Ndokoruk. On this program, we promised them we're going to do it, and the work has started. And very soon they will go to the next level. We'll end up asphalting that road. Yeah, it's always good when you see good things to comment and commend. Thank you, Across. Then the gentleman from Isialagwa on IPOB, he was saying may there be dialogue. I agree with you. There should be dialogue. But this election is coming up on Saturday or so. And the military, the police, security agencies are already there. This may not be the time to dialogue. It's a time of applying wisdom so that we can save more lives. I don't think the organization has what it takes to face the full weight of the Nigerian security apparatus. It's the national security that you'll be, daring. So for me, because I love my brothers, IPOB members are our brothers. I will never, like I always say, Nnamdi Kalu is my brother, and I will never deny him. IPOB people are our brothers. We will never deny them. We're only saying, let's use the right approach for what we are looking for. I know Akotru very well. Akotru is a friend, and I know that he produces friends. But you see, when it comes to projects, there are ways you go about this and you win. If you want to put your eyes on who does the job, the contractor, you will lose the project. For me, I'm only interested in attracting project to my plate. And whoever they approve as the contractor, all I do is to monitor that they do a good job. But nothing stops you from once a job starts to approach the contractor there. I cannot instruct the contractor to say, you must use this person or use that, but you must market yourself. And then if you want me to put in a word, I will put in a word. That way it will make me more transparent and more accountable, because I don't want my name to be used tomorrow that I'm the one doing the project, I attracted and all that. That's not what I want to do. The man from Ubu, Oswago, said something about Mudike Road. Yes, the federal government has looked at that, combined efforts of the senator and the House of Rep member and all of us. They've prioritized on that road. He said something about the state security and the sit at home. Yes, when you sit at home, it's not the economy of Abuja people or Lagos that is affected, or Kanu, or anybody you are fighting outside, you're agitating against. It's your economy that suffered. And we're going down the drain in our poverty, because when we sit at home, we do not work, we lose the economy of that day. We do not farm, we lose our harvest, and post-harvest destruction will be much. And our customers who have time to come over the weekend, buy from us on Monday and go back, will now begin to go to other markets, so that even when you open on Tuesday, you don't have the same customers that are supposed to have come in over the weekend, shop with you and go back. So it's unreasonable. We must devise another means in this agitation forward without affecting our economy. Nobody is helping us. We are trying to make sure we draw the federal government interest there, so that we can put more federal government projects and agencies and establishments there. Great job. But for now, we are doing self-help and through farming and trading. We cannot afford to be sitting at home 4 days a month. You know what that does to our economy? It's huge. We should be more intelligent than this. And that's all I want to say about that. And I don't think there's any other issue I left. Michael,
the meeting with the governor concerning the retirees, because we have a message on that on our Facebook also, but time will not permit us to take that.
I'll be back again. I came back last to see the governor, but I think he was out for Governors Forum stuff. I tried to have a meeting. When I come again, I'll try to have an audience with him. It is important that I have a chat on this again, maybe to remind and maybe to put forward. Also, I know that other members are doing the same. We'll keep to see, though the economy is bad, let's see if they move that. Especially as Christmas is coming, it's not good for them to celebrate Christmas in pain. And I'm assuring them something will be done about in the spirit of the yearly tweet.
All right. We want to thank you. Thank you very much for joining us this week on Ben Kalu's Mandate. Despite your very busy schedule, we do appreciate your time.
Yes, I'm going back to the workshop. 1 hour. I asked my deputy chairman to sit in for me. I'm going back to the workshop to learn more on how to do my job. But thank you, Abians. Thank you, Ben the people. Thank you, Nigerians, for listening. Always a delight. I look forward to next week. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for joining us, Representative Benjamin Okeze Kalu of Bende Federal Constituency. The program returns next week. My name is Michael Oni.
Benjamin Okeze Kalu, representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency. I am from Abia State. Arise.
From the hallowed chambers, his voice resonates crystal clear.
You say you shared money recently, and I represent the constituency, and there are 360 of us, and all of them are saying we are not feeling the impact.
He's the unmistaken voice of Undi Bende and the image maker of the House of Representatives.
Swept away houses and roads in communities like Mpa, Umimenyi, Ozita, and Bende. Mr. Speaker,
he's a committed, courageous, articulate, and deeply impassioned lawmaker with the plight of his constituents.
Joining me now on the political segment is Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who's the spokesman of the House of Representatives.
Ben Kalu's Mandate gives you first-hand information on the activities of the member representing the good people of Bende Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, as well as his position on national issues. Ben Kalu's Mandate airs on Flow 94.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, and Real 99.1 FM every Tuesday by 10:30 a.m. Ben Kalu's Mandate, gains of quality representation.